In today's flip video, we're going to learn how we can use adjectives to enrich our written recounts. So, what is an adjective? An adjective is simply a word that describes or adds detail about a noun or a pronoun. Why would we use adjectives? In doing so, we add layers of meaning and interest to our written sentences and start to paint a richer picture of that scene for our readers. For the final part of this slide, I'm just going to take a quick look at the way in which sentences, or the nature of the scenes that we create in our sentences, can be modified by either the addition or the changing of the adjectives we use. So for the first example, we have a simple sentence: the cat moved towards the boy. In the second version of the same sentence, I've added two adjectives to describe the cat: menacing tabby, so that we can create a clearer picture of what sort of cat it was, and the little boy is described with the adjective cowering. So our sentence becomes: the menacing tabby cat moved towards the cowering boy. So immediately we start to get a very much clearer picture of the action going on. And then to change the nature of the sentence by changing the adjectives we use, I've put in the following sentence: the hungry cat moved towards the friendly boy. So quite a change in the nature of that scene. Moving on to our second example, the sentence is: the tree cast a shadow. By adding ancient macrocarpa, we start to get a clearer picture of the scene, and the sort of shadow that it cast was an ominous shadow, so very dark and forbidding. Whereas a deciduous tree, in other words one that loses its leaves, casts quite a different shadow, and we can describe that as a cheerful, dappled shade. So the deciduous tree cast a cheerful, dappled shade. Now there is one thing that I will warn against, and that is that we have to resist the temptation to add too many adjectives. If we add too many, it starts to sound as though we're just being a bit too try-hard. So as we become more used to adding adjectives, we start to get a good feel for the balance so that we get rich descriptions without overdoing it. Okay, so that concludes our lesson on using adjectives in our recounts.